What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. Waleed Kareem. This is your big brother, man, aka Mr. Blessed and Unstoppable. I wanted to chime in with you guys today, and man, let's talk about Karatbars tonight. Karatbars is definitely a hot topic. I know I would definitely say that it's a hot topic. And those of you who are not familiar with Karatbars, or maybe you've been watching my videos and you feel that, man, uh, it's a pyramid or it's a scam, whatever it is, I would love to get you guys up to date on what's been going on with Karatbars. Karatbars, to me, oh man, how could I put it? I want to tell you guys without being too spiritual, because I'm a very spiritual person. So I want to just share with you guys my story on Karatbars, real brief, and then I want to get into Karatbars past and present. That's where I'm at with this. All right, that's the intentions of this video, is to let you guys know what's been happening with them and where they are today and where they're going. Because if you are not a part of Karatbars, I promise you, you need to get in like yesterday. Seriously. So let me tell you guys my story in regards to Karatbars. Karatbars, I had never heard of Karatbars. I had not known anybody who had heard of Karatbars at this particular time. This was back in man, I think 20, I think it was 2012. Nope, sorry, 2014. 2014 is when I found out about Karatbars. And I'm going to tell you guys how I found out about Karatbars. I was actually in the business of looking for opportunities to make extra money. And at this particular time, I had saved up something on the side, so that when I found the right opportunity, I would be ready to jump right in and not, lose my and not lose a stride. So I had not done anything. I had been looking and nothing had stood out to me. And I was at work one day and this guy walked in and he had a gold chain on. And my coworker had made such a big deal of this guy's gold chain. This is not one of those big flashy 10 karat gold chains. This guy had on it was almost a choker, but it wasn't a choker, but it was, um, the quality was very good. It was not a choker. And it come to find out it was like a 20 carat, maybe like 20 karat gold. And my buddy kept saying, man, this ain't no cheap gold, man. You got to check this out. So he kept, um, you know, just showing me. Finally, my eyes opened and I started to see exactly what he meant. After being around a bunch of people who was wearing 10 karat and 14 karat, I honestly, my eyes had opened. It was as if I was supposed to have seen what he was trying to show me. So I asked the guy, I said, man, that's real nice. And I said, man, where'd you get it from? And he said he was Mexican. He said he got it back at home in Mexico about 7, 8 years ago. I was like, okay, cool. So my buddy said, man, how much did a chain like that run you? And he was like, man, I paid like 600 for it. I think he said 600 or 700 for it back in the day. And I said, oh man, okay. And what blew my mind was when he said, but the price today is valued at 18, 1900. And I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, I got it appraised. And they said it's worth about 18 or 1900. I was like, whoa. So immediately I was starstruck and awestruck, to say the least, in regards to gold. I didn't know that gold actually appreciated like that, especially when you have quality gold. This is no story. I'm telling you guys the honest to goodness truth. This is exactly what happened. So I said to myself, I need to get some gold. But I was thinking in the same concept of what he did. I was saying, I could go get a gold chain, a high quality gold chain, and take it, wear it a little bit, and then put it up and let it, uh, gain value. Well, I get home and I go looking on eBay and a couple other spots to find what the value of gold chains was going at on a higher end, like 20 karat, 22 karat. And OMG, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, those prices was through the roof. He underestimated the cost of his appraisal big time. Like his gold chain was worth like $3,000. Seriously, they were selling that chain for like $3,000 all day, and his looked better than everything on there. So now I really, am amped up on getting some gold. So after looking, I said, man, I'm not spending no $3,000, for no gold. So I kind of like just walked away from gold altogether in regards to buying cosmetic gold, gold that I could wear. So I turn around and I look up and I said, man, you know what? It's got to be something out there. It's got to be something out there. Now, I didn't know what was out there, but I gave myself a break because I'm telling you, I think I was probably researching for more than 8 hours. More than 8 hours, probably 10 hours, to be honest with you. I wound up um, speaking in regards to a particular, I was commenting on something on Facebook, and right above me was somebody talking about gold. The article was about generational wealth and us doing better with our finances. So I looked around, and lo and behold, right above my comment is a guy talking about saving in real gold. I was like, whoa, this cannot be possible. I'm sitting here. As soon as I saw it, I just got extremely excited. I mean, so excited. I think I had to just get up and just start walking. I mean, it was that much excitement inside of me. So I sat back down. I looked at it. I clicked on this link. I saw it. What was being offered, a free gold savings account. And of course, you know what I did. What do you think I did next? I Googled it, right? So I started doing my due diligence. I looked up uh, Karatbars scams, Karatbars, uh, you know, bad reviews. You know the keywords, man. Karatbars is a pyramid, and I looked up everything. But of course, you got to understand anything out here is going to have a negative. That's the world we live in. There's a positive and negative to anything. I don't care what it is. Somebody loves McDonald's, somebody hates McDonald's. Somebody loves Wendy's, somebody hates Wendy's. Anything we put out here, there's going to be a love-hate relationship. And everybody has their own opinion. We're all entitled to that, right? So after I sat here and I looked, I said to myself, this it was more. I mean, if I had to put the positive versus the negatives, the negatives didn't even weigh in. It was as if you put a feather on one end, and the positive was just stacked with gold. So instantly, I said, this right here looks like what I've been wanting, what I have been desiring, something to invest my money in. Now, at this particular time, I still have not contacted the person whose link was above me. Still had not contacted him. I'm sitting there and I could not wait. I think I found out about it early, early morning, like 2, 3 in the morning. So I had to, wait. I think I ran upstairs. I was so excited. I told my wife that I had found Karatbars, and I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, but I had to tell you." And I said, "I'll tell you the rest of the morning." So I stayed up all night, literally, that's normal for me. I stayed up all night just doing my due diligence, just continue to look because I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. And when it was all said and done, I found what I was looking for in regards to the comments, and man, there was, maybe one person who had an opinion of it, but there was nothing like bad, in regards to Karatbars. There was nobody saying that the gold was fake. There was nobody saying that they didn't get their payments. There was no like substantial evidence against Karatbars. It was just opinions. I think nobody cares what a lot of people think. It is what it is. So I laid on that, right? But then after I laid on that, I turned around and I said, okay, moving forward, I'm going to pray about this because I really want to make sure that this is something that is going to be beneficial to my family. Now, this is what I forgot to tell you guys. I had a dream. I had a dream. Oh my goodness, man. I forgot to tell you guys about the dream. I had a dream that, and this was 2 years prior, 2 years prior to me even ever knowing about Karatbars. And this is why the guy with the chain was so significant and how I could not begin to ignore what had the paradigm shift that had took place in my life. So check this out. I had a dream 2 years prior. This dream was about Richard Pryor. Right before Richard Pryor passed, I had this dream about me attending his funeral. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. Uh, I was attending his funeral. I was by myself. In my dream, his funeral was at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. And when we all came out, man, it was just man, a lot of uh, sadness, a lot of sadness, and with and a lot of like, man, I want to say like depression. It was so much depression that, man, the streets was literally like, I'm gonna tell you, they were paved in gold, right? But it wasn't just paved in gold. There was money on top of the paved gold. Gold everywhere. I mean, everywhere. To where you could not even get, you know how you walk in snow? I'm from Chicago. You know how when the snow is so much snow that you sometimes will be walking in place because you have to get through that much snow. That's how much gold coins was on the ground. And I remember walking and I noticed that I had began to climb like a little mini like mound. Not nothing, big, maybe like a foot off the ground, maybe a foot or two. I just noticed I was a little bit higher than where I was. I looked down and noticed all this money on the ground. So I looked and I just started picking the money up. And I'm picking all of this gold up. This is not just I noticed I said money, y'all, because gold is real money. I started picking the money up, and as I started trying to put it in my pockets and stuff, I realized that this was not a situation I could take care of on my own. I needed help. So I started running up to other people and I started asking them, and these people were poor in the dream. And I'm telling you guys, honest to goodness, this is the truth. This is a dream that I had 2 years prior to Karatbars. This particular, I started running up to people, and these people were downtrodden. They were depressed, and you could tell that, man, people was looking for a way. And as they was looking for a way, nobody even noticed that they was walking on top of money. Nobody. So I'm running up to people. I remember this one lady in the dream. True story, man. This one lady in the dream, she was actually so out of it that she fell on top of the money. She fell on top of the money, right? And as she was getting up, she had money in her hands. Like she had grabbed the money in her hands, didn't even recognize she had money in her hands. And I was like, pick the money up. This is what I was telling the lady in the dream. Pick the money up. Don't you see that you got gold in your hands? And the woman, I think she was kind of like crying. And put the crying and the tears to Richard Pryor passing, may he rest in peace. I put all of that into all of us being sad because he had just passed. But she wouldn't even pick the money up. And it was so much money that you could have brought 100 dump trucks, 100 dump trucks and filled them up, and it still would have been gold everywhere. You could see gold paved streets and gold on the streets for as far as the eyes could see in any direction. If I was standing in the middle of a four-way street, it was going to be gold on every street. The streets was paved, plus there was gold on top of it. And I'll never forget that dream. So that dream was 2 years prior to me joining the Karatbars. So when the guy had made the comment about the guy's gold chain, the more he talked about the gold chain, the better I remembered it. The more he emphasized the gold, the better I had begun to remember the aha moment. Oh, now I'm getting it. Now I see that gold is real money, that gold is valuable. I started getting it. I didn't get it at first. So that was what put me on the hunt, you guys. Now I hope that everything is making more sense. That's what put me on the hunt to start looking for gold, which is how I ran into um a guy who was posting in the comments, and this was like a viral post. I mean, it had to been, man, it had to been hundreds of people who had posted on that. And I normally don't even post. That's not even my style. But I was posting that day, and lo and behold, I believe that, of course, that was a divine connection. Right above me was my sponsor, my upline sponsor, Mr. Hadrian Carter. And that's who I signed up under. I signed up under him. I bought my package, and I still hadn't contacted him. I was all the way in with Karatbars and hadn't even made a move to speak to him. And I know he was like, man, who is this guy who has already signed up? I bought a gold package, turned around, bought my wife a silver package, and we've been at it ever since. We have been at it ever since. So that is my introduction to Karatbars. I wanted to do a two-part. Yeah, I'm gonna do a two-part because I don't want this to be too long. This is already too long. So that's my introduction to Karatbars, you guys. That's how I got in. Nobody sponsored me. Nobody prospected me, is what I'm trying to say. I saw the value of the business with my own two eyes and by the grace of the Most High. That's how I got into Karatbars. I understood the vision. I saw that gold was real money. I saw myself being able to leave a legacy to my children. And I was all for everything that Karatbars was talking about. Me building my own business, me having my own banking system within my home. I'll talk to you guys. I think I've talked to you guys about that, but I'll talk to you guys about that on the next video. And I'm going to do a back-to-back video. That's what I'm about to do. So with that being said, peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys. Man, I hope y'all see the vision of Karatbars. This was my personal story, but I want you all to understand that Karatbars can change your life. It can change generational situations and circumstances if you let it. Get signed up today. My link is below. If you don't have cryptocurrency, I suggest you get into cryptocurrency as well. Karatbars has its own coin. You need to be plugged in, period, point blank. And I'm looking forward to connecting with a lot of you guys, man. So with that being said, peace and blessings, man. And get signed up today. Get signed up today. It's not easy. It's a free account, and it's time. Peace.